that to say you're going to lead something creates a lot of hostility, division, jealousy, and envy.
Do you sing? Do you paint? Are you a photographer? Then hit us up on the Eskwilax Hour, live every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m., exclusively on drumebox.com.
Damn! Something told me it was over, in my soul, in my soul. Oh
Hello, welcome back to the Eskwilax Hour, episode 150.
I'm your co-host.
And I'm your host. Hello, Q. What's your name?
Julian.
That's your name?
Yeah.
I thought it was like overpowered mecha or something like that.
No, that's definitely not it.
Aren't you like the co-founder or like the main head of
Adobe Boys? Oh yeah, bro.
Tell me about that actually.
Adobe Boys, starting out, we on that clout chasing game. No, actually we're just a bunch of nerds and we've been flexing some of the designs we do, trying to make a clothing click.
What do you guys focus on actually?
Well, Adobe, coming from the program Adobe, they create Photoshop and Premiere Pro and After Effects and all those other good programs that people use,
How do you feel people are going to react to your brand?
Well, how do you think this shirt looks?
It looks fucking amazing.
Fucking amazing then, dude.
Hey, but that's just one person though, see?
That's just one person.
But that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Dude,
I love you.
You got a good personality, bro. I like you, man.
Nah, I'm alright. Relax. Come on.
Nah, dude.
Is that Arizona though?
Yes, it is the art for Arizona. If there was someone on the camera, they would be able to zoom in on the shirt, but it's just as you guys can see, right here, see, there's the design. It's got the Arizona and Adobe Boy.
Did you make
Nintendo.
That Dude, did you make that jacket too?
I did.
No, you didn't.
What the?
Yo,
is that the logo?
No.
Is that the logo?
Show the bag. The bag is really fucking dope.
All right. Enough about me though. I feel kind of stingy, kind of taking up the stage right now, man. Stealing all the thunder for everyone else here, dude.
Oh, but thank you for coming.
Oh
Julian.
yeah, dude. My pleasure, bro.
It was nice having you here.
Thank you, man. I actually work here.
You ready, Captain? You're being closer. Hold on. Or we can get closer, actually.
Yes, I can left.
Sorry?
It's amazing.
All right. Here you are, Shim.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Good afternoon. Again, this is episode 150, the Eskwilax Hour, every Friday from 4 to 6. Now, we have our guest here. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Sergio, whatever. And I work with Artesanía Mexicana, traditional folk art. Right now, I feel like I have multiple projects going on, but right now I'm focusing on crafts. I feel like that's where I need to be, and that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Now, what do you do actually? From your art, what is it called?
I would say maybe it's arts and crafts. It's artesanía hecho a mano, in the style of the Mexican style of just repurposing, reclaiming, recycling, making the most out of because these are all recycled, and I also pound it into shape with molds, put glitter. It's a whole process.
Oh, you squish them and stuff?
Yeah. Oh, let me show you. So, yeah, I have here, look. Sometimes, all the time, I collect from the streets. So that was just me hanging out in your neighborhood.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I was I'm early, and I'm what am I going to do? I'm going to, just walk around. So it's almost meditative what I do with bottle caps. So I got these necklaces, these are bottle caps, of course, and earrings, smashed out bottle caps, and rings, bottle cap. And this is, I come from tradition, and I'm also I'm kind of, the way I'm processing this right now is QVC for me. I'm just, I'm Joan Rivers, and I'm showing you my stuff because I feel like that's also part of maybe performance and art.
No, okay.
It's just you're expressing your creativity, and you want your
that's
audience
to
thank you. This candle, Venus of Willendorf, I'm giving you, I call my work, and I really love the arts and crafts. I feel like it keeps me humble. It keeps me working with my hands because this is all made by hand by me as of yet, Yeah. And, I made these pom-poms. It was going through the process of just frenzy
because my mom used to make pom-poms. My grandpa used to make hats.
Yeah.
My aunt. These are my aunts. She's a weaver. So,
You see?
yeah, I feel like I'm tapping into just, this tradition of craft. And I just love, taking it to the streets and just hanging out, meeting people, and traveling with it, as of the moment.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And actually, when did you start doing this? Like, when did it all come about?
Crafting, well, I feel like my ego wanted to be a big painter, but my gifts are crafting. Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's expandable.
Oh, it
And
is.
Yeah, so it's one size fits most. And I feel like, personally, I wanted to have a conversation with the arts and crafts of my parents, as
Yeah.
opposed to the art that I feel we go through the school system. So I'm just tapping into that kind of like aesthetic frequency. And, the brand is, well, it's kind of fashion, it's like concept, I'm exploring ideas, right? I call it Paloma y Vibora.
That's your brand?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's biblical, It's, let me read you a quote from the
Do it.
Bible, okay?
Do it right now.
And so this, I wrote it on my little notebook. I used to make notebooks like crazy too.
What? Let me see that. Hold on.
Yeah, check that out.
Hold on,
And this
hold
is
on.
Judas Tadeo,
Look at this.
like I'm giving you that like botanica, like right next to the Christian bookstore kind of realness,
crap.
I love that. And I love going to those stores, but I also don't go to the Catholic stores because I'm like, oh, maybe I look too weird for them and they're going to try to like put holy water on me or something,
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, bottle cap. These are stud earrings. And, oh man, I was going through a frenzy. Look at this one. This was a cell phone case, like who's calling? It's the Illuminati, But it's this idea for me as playing with like loud concepts. And I call my work Tijuana with a touch of New Age. Because I was born in Ensenada, but I lived in Tijuana, and my family were also street merchants. So it's this idea of like, you gotta sell the product, you gotta sell yourself. And I love that kitsch, that glitter, that bright color. It's like that pizzazz, like
Yeah.
knock you out of your seat kind of loud, like color. And yeah, I made these pom-poms and I was like, maybe they're gonna come back as like, an earring or like,
I would like to see that as a keychain.
keychain.
Something from a
whatever.
backpack.
Yeah,
maybe
but
my
yeah,
sweater.
Yeah, the beauty of it is just this. I need to create.
Yeah.
I'm high energy. I'm a Leo, and I feel like. But yeah,
Now, do you vend? Well, like, do you usually go out and vend stuff like this?
yes, you could find me in downtown LA Art Walk the second Thursday of the month, and you could find me at East Los Sunday Art Walk the second Sunday of the month. And I also do downtown Riverside the first Thursday of the month. And I'm also trying to get into stores, because I'm
Shout.
feeling like I'm wholesale realness,
Saw that
and
shit.
It's just like, I need to meditate, I need to contemplate, I need to process. So I feel like part of my work is also working with time, like patience. Like that is a big part of my work.
Does it take a lot of time to make these?
Yes. It takes hours and hours because I produce. And there's something like, I just sit down and I wash a batch of 500 bottle caps. And then I like cut the cardboard. This is padded with recycled pizza boxes. The Little Caesar pizza boxes is the best for this craft, Pizza boxes. There's also cut up pizza boxes to give you that lift, that rise, that oomph, Oomph. It's an amazing word. But, I love working with the discarded. There's something humble about, and it keeps me humble because I could be sometimes an egomaniac.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, I need to have this conversation with past through the present, and hopefully like helping out a little bit of the environment, hopefully, but it's also amazing for the bottom line. I need to work with what's the most resourceful.
Have you ever made like a full chain of bottle cap necklaces?
No.
You should. That'd
I
be tight.
should. Well, that's the thing. There's not so much to do with them. Sometimes it stresses me out, and I do need to have like my moments in nature, take a walk, because I used to stud these crosses. They were so beautiful. They were so obsessive and neurotic, you know, and they did well. It was glitter, then the caps, and then beads, kind of like this realness. And there's so much to
You
do.
should make jackets, like a complete covered jacket with hats with like spinning around. Like
Yeah.
that'd be tight.
I want to work with everything because I feel, but it's also like the process of this is like, you got to find a balance. You got to take care of yourself. You know, you got to eat well, sleep well. That's part of the process too. Because like when I don't feel good, I'm not happy, and then I'm not producing. Or
How do you usually get over that?
how do I get over it?
Yeah.
Moments of gratitude, I guess. You know, you just gotta, say thank you, and because it's all a learning process. I take it all as, it's about learning to turn, trash into treasure. It's kind of like turning your demons into angels. It's this idea of just processing it in a positive way. It's a little hippy-dippy,
Nah,
yes,
it's not
whatever.
hippie at all, man. Don't
But,
even trip about
I
it.
grew up with that kind of realness.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
And you, I forgot. When did you say you started this?
I think the moment it all changed was with the bottle caps. Because before this, it was cute, it's crafty, I'm like, being crude. But this was, I was like, there's a, maybe this is what changed my personal 2 years.
2 years.
With bottle caps. And I, taught myself through trial and error,
And how do you get that that coating on the images?
Oh, this is, I don't want to give out all my secrets, but I'm going to give out all my secrets because nothing matters. And I mean, whatever, take it to the streets, learn. Oh, this is a mirror. Mirrors are very, very amazing. But this is called epoxy, and it comes in 1 inch round. And I like using this over resin, because with resin, it's a little wasteful, and you're like mixing. This is the exact proportion. So I put my cardboard, my image with this epoxy, and then I seal the edges. Mod Podge works well, but if you really want that higher end, use, God, and they're not paying me for this, so I need to like plug them. Gosh, no, and Dimensional Magic. But it's beautiful just to craft. I feel like a child all over again in like craft class. I think that's one of the stories I create.
I still make clay figures. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, there's pride about it. Yeah. Be proud about it. No, I do what I want.
I'm good. I'm happy about it. It just
it's
gives you a little bit of freedom from what you actually do.
Yeah, it's. I would say. Okay. I work with, religious images, La Virgen. It is a form of prayer too. I was hanging out with some Christians one time, and one of them said, like, live your life as a prayer, and that blew my mind. So in a way, I felt like it's this conversation you're having with whatever you're doing right now, whether it's sweeping the floor or cutting a tomato. It's that joy and pride in that everyday little thing. So
I feel you.
yeah,
I was trying to break it down in my head, but you got it.
Yeah, and okay, and I grew up in church, so in a way, this is my form of processing. Like when I was a kid, I worked at my brother's Libreria Cristiana.
Yeah.
And like right a couple streets down was La Botánica. So it was this like, and it's very real in the culture. I feel there's this like, dialogue still happening.
Yeah.
So in a way, that's kind of my work, kind of like grooming in between.
All right, I feel you. Now, where are you from actually? Like.
I was born in Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I feel nomadic. I was born in Ensenada, pero my parents were the Mixtecos from Oaxaca. And they, came up, and I was born in Ensenada. I lived a couple of years in Tijuana, went to work in Central California, moved to Southern California, and then decided at 22, I'm like, I'm gonna go to Portland, Oregon, whatever, let's go. And it was amazing. But then after that, I was in the Bay Area for like 2 years.
How was it?
It was intense. I was working all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not have the fantasy, whatever.
At least not then.
Huh?
At least not then, right?
Not then, yeah.
That's
And
okay.
it's a learning process. Do whatever, but just be ready to learn from it.
Yeah, be
Go
ready
the-
to learn from it. Be
Yeah.
ready to like get criticism from it.
Work through
All
it.
of it.
Turn that trash into treasure. Take it, work with
You're
it.
gonna say it backwards.
Whatever, I know.
It's all good.
Whatever, it's the same thing.
So do your candles sell a lot?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Because I'm a mobile merchant a lot of times, because I commute, I take the train, because my work is low stress.
Yeah.
You got to make it that you love it, that you're not stressing out. I love these candles, pero tan pesadas. They're heavy.
I bet.
And
Carrying like 20 of them?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. No. It's also about the ease of the craft, make it beautiful for you, That's why I try, and my nature is frenzy. I'm a maximalist,
You just like keep making
more on more and more.
That's so good. That's good. That's a what do they call that? Overdrive, pretty much. Your momentum is just like
Oh, I'm intense.
crazy. Yeah, that's good.
No, and I mean, here's some realness. I got to do this, or I'm like not, or up to no good. So it's my form of like, because whatever. We all got
Vices. and such.
vices.
Yeah.
And I'm learning to you got to manage your energy consistently. Because I've suffered from so intensely passionate about something and I burn out. And
Oh man.
you're right.
Yeah.
The thing, I'm a Leo, but the thing about Capricorns, my father's a Capricorn, one of
Yeah.
my friends is a Capricorn, is slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, you
So
still got some of that in
I
you,
tell
right?
that to myself.
Try to pull it out.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't need to win it today, but I'm gonna win it.
But you
know?
can
Yeah.
if you want to,
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Everything's possible. And so, thank you. I feel. I never told you the name of. I never quoted the Bible.
Oh, tell me.
Oh,
Go for
where's?
it.
But I gave you the notebook. Okay. Paloma y Vibora, because I was processing, what does it mean? This is from Matthew's 10 verses 7-ish. And this is Jesus talking to his apostles, and warning, knowing about his crucifixion coming up. This is Jesus getting real with the apostles.
Do it.
Yeah. And proclaim as you go, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse lepers, cast out demons. Behold, I am sending you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. So be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. And that blew my little mind when I read that, So it's not condemning the snake for being a snake for its association to Lucifer.
Yeah.
It's praising the snake for its wisdom and the dove for its purity. So it's this idea of balance.
Wisdom plays a really good part, it pretty much being persuasive and, not getting what you want. But when you said the other part, as innocent as a dove, I'm just like, all right,
Yeah,
I feel you.
it's-
Okay.
I mean,
I see why you
that's-
like it.
Because I feel part of my work is just maintaining my well-being too. Because when I went, there's this old world frenzy and vibe that I'm giving with this.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go to Oaxaca, that's where my family I go visit, there's this pride in being an artesano, to mastering weaving or mastering the dye of red, So it's just handmade DIY traditional that I'm trying to tapping into, because there is such beautiful things in our folkloric cultural history,
Oh, yes. Yes,
There's-
there is.
And yeah, so I'm consumed by that. I love that. This is what kind of that was. I was going through that frenzy. That was a bunch of pom-poms that got tangled together, so I'm going to call it a big keychain,
It's a big keychain.
Yeah, it's great. It's very good for summer and spring coming up.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, is this all you do, or you got a side craft?
Oh, man. Well, side craft. cooking, cleaning. You know, I feel
Those are good
like,
ones.
because like I understand and respect this idea of domestic goddess.
What's
You
that?
know,
What's that?
a domestic goddess.
Yeah.
This idea of and it's associated to femmes, which I weave in and out of, but it's this idea of some like Martha Stewart. She cooking from scratch, gardening, like sewing, quilting, whatever. So I kind of feel that again, like just cleaning my rooms, making breakfast. I'm trying to spend more time cooking, and that is a craft. It may not be
It is a craft.
maybe necessarily glamorized when it's your mother.
Yeah, one of the
but
guys here cooks too. He's really good cook.
Yeah,
But you continue, man.
yeah. It's the everyday, just little things, that. And I want a lot of land. I think that maybe it's my ego, maybe it's my soul.
You want land?
Land. Like I want to wake up, feed the chicken, like
Oh,
pick, like,
okay. You want
the
your little
produce.
ranchito and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And then like, go to producing the color yellow or whatever, what's
Okay.
around you.
You know
Yeah.
what I would like to see?
What?
Some art like that, like
Yeah.
in cornfields, but like the corn dyed at least in a certain pattern, and you can see it like when you're flying over it.
Like a crop circle, kind of like the
Yeah,
aliens.
that'd be tight.
Yeah. And I mean,
Now, what if you saw your art like that, like that? How would you feel about that?
I would feel grateful, I would feel honored. I mean, and yeah, I mean, gratitude.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, do you get a lot of positive feedback from your art?
I do. And that's one of the reasons why I keep doing it, because in a way, it's a lot of brown people, like Mexicanos, señoras, come up and admire the work, and they tap into a memory of their past. And in a way, they share stories. We share little stories, little chismes. And in a way, I feel like that's a beautiful connection, gift that they're giving me. So it's also kind of like maybe like I feel sometimes like the bridge.
Giving get give?
Yeah, getting gift. Whenever people share and they react, I would say like 97% of the time it's, 99.9% of the time is positive. There is that 1%, but that's just part of being a human being. Just, being able to gracefully just flow and be true to your aesthetic, to your idea of beauty,
All right.
to
Definitely.
that romance of.
And what's your fondest memory when you look at your art and you're like, damn.
Well, maybe it's my ego, maybe. But I feel like, I love bright colors. And I feel like it's a representation or a translation of, my mother used to wear those bright neon dresses, like
Yeah.
you see, like, and braids and, like bright neon silk colors.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, she kind of like fell out of that because it wasn't in vogue wherever she was living, So in a way, I feel like it's my duty to translate that color or that, maybe obnoxiousness, whatever. Yes, I love glitter, I love more. So in a way, yeah, it's celebrating that vibrancy. And as I'm saying, yeah, glittered Jesus crosses. I'm like, and that was like early work. That was my frenzy. But I want to go back to just that. I painted that Judas Tadeo.
You painted that?
Yeah, Judas Tadeo.
You paint?
Yeah, I paint. I
Really?
started off as a painter, and I was like, my paintings aren't selling. I want it now.
You should do both of them.
It's a lot of work.
Oh, I bet. I'm pretty sure.
Pero painting, I feel my old school says you got to paint it pretty, you got to paint it perfect.
I got an idea.
What?
Why don't you make frames out of the bottle caps and then paint something for it?
Like, what do you mean? Create a frame?
Yeah.
I could. Yeah. I need to. I want to.
That'd be ill.
That's a lot of work too.
Oh, but
Yeah.
it's gonna pay off when somebody
Yeah.
sees it and they're like, yo, like
It's
that frame, that painting,
It's
that effort.
But again, it's about that balance. You gotta like give yourself proper time for everything you want to do.
Don't push yourself, but push
Don't
yourself.
push yourself. Don't stress. It'll come. It'll come.
I feel
Just gracefully flow through it. Yeah, that was one of my sticker frenzy. Like I was like, I need to just have a conversation with that memory of childhood.
Dog, you're all over the place. You have like stickers, you have paintings,
Oh my gosh.
you have arts and crafts. You have shirts too?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, cool.
Not yet. And again, this is all like me being crafty and DIY.
I feel you.
And it's crafts, man. I love crafts. I love, going to the Mexico and even Placita Alvera or just anywhere that they have these like little curiosities. Like,
Have you made bracelets yet?
No.
Bracelets.
But I feel like I'm in the market of like mass production. So maybe easing into some finer things, because honestly, everything's possible. It's just having a conversation with your material. What can this do honestly, beautifully? You got to think about the quality.
I understand that. I like how you said that, because it reached me.
It feels. You just gotta feel right.
Yeah, because like you gotta understand what your material can do before you actually put it out there.
It speaks. Honestly, it sounds fucking crazy, but these bottle caps speak, and I feel like already I know their like weight, their feel, and they will. You will have, but.
I can tell you put your your time and effort
Programming
into
now
these.
provided.
You're very energetic, so you're just like pumping them out like crazy,
And energy is amazing, but also like I'm getting old.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, you look like you're 28.
Thank you. I'll take that. But I mean, it's also now I'm in a place where I need to sleep well, and my body isn't 22 anymore.
What time do you sleep?
I go to 9 p.m. I'm so excited for bed at 9 p.m. because that means I wake up at 5 a.m. and go at it.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, because I'll usually like work all night from like, I'll get home around 8 or so, and I'll start working all the way from there to like 5 in the morning, just writing.
That is wild. That is wild.
Like I could still do it, but I'm just like, fuck, like I gotta low-key ease back a little. I don't want to hurt myself.
Yeah, no. And I mean, again, find your rhythm. Find the pace you enjoy producing work,
See, that's the thing. Like, I got so used to working at night that I can't work in the daytime. Like, it's just like kind of tedious for me.
Okay. Be sincere. Be sincere to your body, to your emotions. Maybe that's your new schedule. And
that's okay. I mean, I do sleep a lot though. I'll be fine.
I mean, sleep is amazing.
Sleep is amazing.
Yeah, but again, I feel like right now my conversation. It's just to find balance in like work, craft, living, cooking, being present, being in peace, and something I heard, something in my life is just somehow I just managed to have enough with what I need to live and to travel a little bit, to roam and just to give myself freedom, but it's work because, it's the art of the hustle.
You're putting yourself out there.
Yeah, and I enjoy when I go to Latin America. Well, I've only been to Mexico. People in the streets are very like upfront, friendly, and they're like everyone's always hustling you something, And there's something I enjoy about that. I am that personality, So in a way, it's like I get to hang out, which I love. Like I want to hang out.
I want to talk to people.
Yeah, I want to talk to people. I met so many interesting people.
You smoke?
Huh?
You smoke?
I smoke what? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I gotta know. That part too.
Yeah.
I think like that, and then just having conversations about art and like other people and how they see stuff. I think that's very nourishing for here.
It's learning. It's sharing. It's being human. It's connections which we grow from and we all need. So in a way, I do create a world where I can share my joy and get a connection with people,
I got a question.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel about the burning bush inside the Bible?
The burning bush of Moses?
Yeah.
I feel that stories are told and retold, so maybe it's a romanticized, dramatized burning bush. It may have not have been a physical burning bush, but I mean, I like it. Do you not like it? It's a good story.
No, I like it. I'm just saying, like, because someone told me, not that someone told me. We had a conversation about it, and like, it kind of like broke it down what it might have been. I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Well,
you usually take like the Bible serious or like or literal, pretty much.
Thank you for that question. I feel like the Bible is a book of knowledge, a storybook. You know, at one point I was raised to believe it as absolute truth, but now I see it as like a teacher, a pointer, and I love a good story. I love me some drama. I love me some theater. You know, some broken dishes, whatever. Who doesn't? You know, and that's what I appreciate about the Bible. And yes, there's some really good lessons up in there. And I mean, I love me some good conspiracy theories too. So it's all part of an interwoven, you know, network of dialogue and ideas brought back and reinterpreted.
Would you be able to make a whole book like that?
No,
Why
and I wouldn't
not?
want to.
Why?
I'm not
Dude, you
that-
got the energy for it. You can do it.
I want to. Okay, somebody asked me once, like, "What do you do?" And I told them, I actually want to do less.
Why?
Yeah. I want to just flow and naturally do what comes naturally. But because I'm energy, I feel like I need to like be smart about that and make it last. Like jam spread evenly over the toast and not just blotches. You
I
got to
feel
spread
you.
yourself, you know, comfortably.
I kind of just like slap it on.
No,
there.
you can't slap it. You got to make it last, you know? You got to make it last. So
That's good.
that's, you know, time, working with time, you know?
And now, do you feel like you spread out enough of your energy on your craft right now?
On my craft?
Yes.
Enough energy on it?
Yes.
Not as much as I would like to, because again, part of my, I don't know, approach to life is also is being balanced. And sometimes when I don't feel, you know, when I drank alcohol
Oh God.
or when I'm, you know, whatever.
Smoking a blunt.
Yeah, no, alcohol is my vice. It takes me some time to get back into it. So in a way, I don't go out too much, you know, because I don't like the way I feel, and I'm only producing when I feel great, you know. So if I want to produce good work that I love, I have to be good physically, because otherwise it feels like work. Then I'm like pushing through my, you know, hungoverness.
You ever worked on anything while you were hungover?
Yeah, of course.
How is that?
It's just miserable, you know.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. Lesson, you know, I learned my lesson, and I need to go through this because I need to produce. You know.
Are there any like complications when making your art that like they constantly pop up?
Problems that pop up.
Yeah, like you know, like you end up doing it wrong or something like that. It's just like something comes up like that.
Yeah, there's these little. Of course, you know, it's because they're done hand by hand, one by one. And I'm a little detail oriented, you know. I get upset if the rust of one of them goes through and you shows, and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Supposed to be
tragedy.
beautiful.
Tragedy, total tragedy. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but I love it, you know. I enjoy that this is my biggest concern in life right now, kind of. Like, all I got to worry about is bottle caps, you know, and glitter and rhinestone.
Bottle caps, glitter, rhinestone,
Yeah.
sequin.
Baby Jesus,
Yeah, that's cool.
crosses, you know, roses.
All that.
That's so important to me right now.
That's good. And do you have any e-stores besides the physical one right here?
Oh,
Been working
Well,
on any?
I'm on Instagram, and well, I'd rather you find me on the streets of East LA the second Sunday of every month, and downtown LA the second Thursday of every month, because my online presence is terrible.
Oh,
I'm a
God.
little scared of the internet, honestly.
Oh, it's all good, man. I think that's how a lot of people are. It's like seeing
Yeah,
how it's transformed from like dial-up and shit like that.
Pero it's also like requires you to put out so much, and maybe I'm more self-conscious than I would want. Whatever.
No,
It stresses
you
me
don't
out.
seem like it. I mean, you just gotta throw that energy you have
Yeah.
from here into that.
Yeah, and transmute that energy.
That way you promote yourself and you're just like, yo, like,
Yeah,
this exposure
yeah.
is coming from my energy.
Yeah, but
Manifest
also,
it.
Yeah, also like again, make that energy sustainable. Like,
Yeah.
because I get overwhelmed with just whatever. And
I
then,
mean, technically it would be all about your art, so I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be that bad, you know?
yeah.
And then you don't have to be in a good mood to post something about it.
Mhm.
You just be like, oh, like post this. And eventually all that's going to start making you feel better because you're going to see all the, good coming from it. People not complimenting it and saying like, oh, yo, like the, this piece is really good, or this necklace looks really good, or I think it will look great on my grandma or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
That feedback would be really good. So you'll just be getting like constant
love-
energy back.
Oh my God, And honestly, like the day after an event, I'm exhausted
I bet, dude.
because not only did I physically work, I was also just like talking to people, and like it is a lot of sharing. It is an energetic work.
I
you
bet.
know? Oh yeah. Oh. So
You-
it's
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
But that's good, like at least you're, exerting that energy to something positive and productive for yourself.
yeah. And thank you. And I feel, I want to live for beauty. I feel.
And this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing it.
Oh, thank you for having it. I love it. I was so excited when I was invited because, oh my God, cameras, lights, glitter. Oh yeah. And these are, like I explore different topics. This is I call my work, I think I already said it, Tijuana with a touch of New Age. And I'm giving you like that botanica realness, but also with that New Age, like universal Hinduism, reincarnation, conspiracy theories. Because like I feel I love me some glamour and some romance, and yes, on a bottle cap, It's this idea of like, turn that trash into gold,
I feel you.
And
Now, you got any handles, any shout outs you want to give out? Any people you would like to thank because of them?
well, I want to thank my mom for having me. I want to I want to thank God, whomever she ever be. And I wrote some notes because I'm like, oh, I should talk about things. You can find some of my stuff. I do a shout out to Luz de Luna on San Francisco, off of Mission on 24th. So it's like, I would say it's my flagship store, and that made me believe in my work.
That's good.
I was like, look at this stuff. And she was like, wow. And now I'm like, ever since then, I'm like, production. So
That's
it's
good.
and thank you everyone for having us, for being alive, for being born, for
Yeah.
loving, for breathing, for sharing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Thank you
you.
for coming, man. Like it was really special having you, like talking about your art,
Thank you for having
laying
me.
out, some of that energy here, making everything positive for us.
Oh my God, I'm
But,
intense. I'm a nutcase. I need to go to sleep soon.
That's
It's
good.
real
Well,
because
get home and start sleeping if you
I
want.
know. I took the train here, so I'm excited to like maybe pass out on the train, and
okay.
like. wait
I
for
passed
my
on the
mom.
bus too. I was like,
I'm reading.
chilling.
Yeah,
That's good, man. Thank you for coming.
absolutely. Thank you. Yay.
Once again, what's your name?
Sergio Torres, and you can find me on Instagram, Paloma y Vibora, and my email is sergio.julio.torres@gmail. And yeah, love and peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That to say you're going to lead something creates a lot of hostility, division, jealousy, and envy.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba
Do you sing? Do you paint? Are you a photographer? Then hit us up on the Eskwilax Hour, live every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m., exclusively on dronebox.com.
Damn.
Something told me it was over, in my soul, in my soul.
I'll give you another one though. Oh no. Where? Oh. He just left me. Hi, I'm your co-host, Julian Levalle. I just froze. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So today we're gonna be interviewing my clothing brand coming out. It's called Adobe Boys. Adobe coming from the Latin Greek. No, I'm just kidding. Adobe's like the program that makes Photoshop and everything. They make Photoshop, like Premiere Pro, like After Effects, pretty much all like the mainstream like best editing programs for like pictures and videos and stuff like that, dude.
Now, would you say you're a pro at it?
I'm pretty up there. Yeah, I feel like I can be. I lack in I don't lack in substance, but I think I lack in like maybe animation. But everything else, like when it comes to Illustrator, like Acrobat, all that other shits.
Now, what can you tell me from all those programs that I don't know? Like, amaze me right now. Say some shit.
Well, the circumference of. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, like I made this shirt right here, bro. Like, look, if you zoom in on the camera, cameraman,
Cameraman,
right here, See, look at that. It's Adobe Boy. Get it? Like Nintendo 64, Adobe Boy. Kind of. Shut up. Just kidding. Copyright my ass, dude.
Now, is there like a logo on the back of your shirt?
Yes, there is actually. My logo's pretty cool. Look at that shit, dude. That's just hard as fuck right there, dude. Look at. Oh. Shut. Hey, don't touch my back like that, man.
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Oh, look at, and then look at, check out this design though right here too. This is like kind of new too. It's kind of like a little bit of like contemporary, dude, you know, and like aesthetically pleasing. If you're like a really trendy hipster. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I got a good feedback on these designs. They're pretty cool. Dude, that shit's sick, man. Where'd you get that shirt at, bro? Fucking hard. See, that's what I want everyone to be saying about my shirt. Even my mom.
No.
You feel me, dog? How you feel me? Hey,
Dr. Julian?
This crowd feels me, though. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever had this much heat and flame all up in the chair at the same time like this.
I got a question for you.
What is it?
Now, do you usually diagnose yourself with like total badassness, like making these? Would you diagnose yourself that you're sick as fuck?
I think I like to think that my designs are cool, but most of the time though, I don't like go through with it being like perfect or good.
Are those pills?
Yeah. Well, yes, they are. They're actually pills I was once prescribed to. Was prescribed. You know what? Let's not talk about this though. You know, like you don't be talking about this shit right now, dude.
I'm a little scared.
No, dude, it's cool. It's just Adderall. It's fine. A lot of people take it. It's fine. It's great.
Can I have some?
Okay, you know what? I'm just kidding. No, but yeah.
But
maybe. Talk to me after the
anyways,
show.
so what are your future plans for your, your brand?
We're barely starting, man. I'm trying to make like a little team together. Like my friend Joe being one of the designers, my brother, my other friend Lewis, and then my other friend Lewis on top of that being like on top of like
Are they all named
marketing.
Lewis?
Along with my friend Andrew. What? I'm sorry, what?
Are they all named Lewis?
On your boost?
Are they all named Lewis?
No, there's two of them though named Lewis.
Can there be four?
Dude, my name's on the TV. That's so sick. Hey, Mom. Mom. Oh, no, it's not. We made it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, there's two named Lewis. There's that guy, Joe, right there. You know, he's like
Joe's
35
cool.
years old. He's cool, though. And then there's there's the homie Andrew helping me out with marketing and everything like that. And then on top of that, I've had like a couple of investors, I guess you want to say, just like people from even high school, like old guy back from high school that I used to hang out with. His name was Corey.
Can I be a merch guy?
You could be a merch guy, bro.
Be
Dude,
down.
you could do my merch.
Down.
You
Down to fucking be the front man, like just like
I don't know about
passing
that,
stuff out.
but you could be
know.
the front guy for something though.
Yeah, like I go rocking and shit.
I'm trying to make like a spoof off of Wheaties.
Wheaties.
Yeah, Wheaties. You know, like with Bruce. What's his name? Bruce Jenner. Yeah. We're trying to do like a Wheaties thing. You can be the front man for that. Yeah, R.I.P. Bruce Jenner, and it's gonna be like the day he turned into Bruce Jenner. You know, like that Bruce Jenner. Wait, like when he turned to Caitlyn. You know, Kate Jenner, Malibu Chic, like that kind of guy.
What is that?
That's
I wanna
offensive?
know.
Good.
No, it's not.
My
offensive.
shirts
It's
are
not
offensive.
that offensive. Come on.
I also want to have I want to show you another design actually I've done.
Where?
The number one banger I feel
Do it.
for my designs. Christian, come over here really quick. Come over here. I showed the camera of my design. Just stand in front of here. Right here. Like in front
Right
of
there.
No, like
There.
right here. No, right here.
Right here is fine.
Oh, look at that shirt right there. Sit on my lap.
How's your brother?
Come here. Sit on my lap, bitch. No, yeah, that was my brother. No, we showed the design. We can't embarrass him. It's the first time here. Come on. You know, give him some space.
See.
Give him some space, you know? It could be a little embarrassing.
Yeah. All right.
I think they're like trying to wave at you, man.
Yeah.
But I saw that.
So like any events you're trying to be at, you know, to present your merch, your brand.
We're trying to be at the Medusa.
Oh, you guys are
Lounge
gonna
and
be
stuff.
there?
Yeah, we're gonna be there.
Oh.
We don't know exactly if we can be actually like, you know, having like a table there or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna want to be you know, promoting. I want to make like cool little flyers with. That's the 24th.
Oh, there you go, 24th.
I knew that. I knew that. I always know stuff.
Make sure to head out to the Medusa Lounge on the 24th of this month. You know, these guys are going to be vending. And, you know, a lot of people are going to be there, man.
Oh.
You know, a lot of artists.
A lot of goth
like 300
chicks,
plus people
dude.
and shit.
It's my fucking favorite, bro.
300 plus people, man.
Be like Black Lipstick, Hawthorne Heights. That's emo, bro. Come on. Get out.
Wait,
No, it's
what?
not.
What'd he say?
He said slip my wrist. Fucking emo shit over here.
Look, guy. Anyways.
I want to be emo, dude, though. Anyway, yeah. Anyway. Solo. You want to make it in my company, huh? No.
How do I apply? Is there like a...
We got to sign a waiver. And,
Is that for like if I get hurt?
Well...
Emotionally?
Like emotionally, yeah.
Oh, all right. I feel that.
Like people get like, you know.
That's a high stake.
My friend Lewis once told me he's never been the same the day like we start hanging out and I put a really bad video on his iPod. Oh yeah. It was you've heard of ghetto gaggers, right? No, you know what?
Yes,
no,
I have. I had to think about it for a second.
Well, you just passed the test, bro. You are in the company. Congratulations.
No way.
Dude, that fucking ring hurts, bro.
I'm so sorry about that. Hold on.
I like that. Ow.
Dude, look at his fucking forearm. I masturbate a lot. I know it.
Look at that fucking form right there.
Dude, that masturbation muscle is crazy, bro.
No. This you fool.
You fool.
This is the hand.
Oh.
It's like the same thing.
Kind of scared of that hand.
Oh yeah, that's my League of Legends arm. Top lane.
Stop playing, bro.
Top lane Ash.
Just stop playing that game.
Hey, you don't even
you
lol,
don't even
bro.
gank, dog.
You don't
can't
even raid.
fucking gank,
What the
bro.
fuck raid? What are you talking about?
What is this, season 4?
I know. What is this? Season 4?
Just playing. Anyways.
Yeah.
So what's your
So
favorite
terrible, that
champion to
shit.
play?
What did you say?
What's your favorite champion to play?
I'm gonna have to say
My pinky fucking hurts.
Kennen.
Kennen?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Fuck
And then just like fucking throwing shootings at people.
You know, 2 weeks ago I
blasting.
shattered my knuckle. The pinky? It hurts right now.
Your garb. Your fucking garb, bro.
What?
We're talking about League of Legends right now.
No, I raged on the game and I was like,
Oh, yeah, you're my brother.
Fucked up my pinky.
I had a brother fucking throw a keyboard across the room. He's like, fucking Jax, dude, it's fucking broken.
Fuck Jax.
Jax is sick, bro.
Fuck you. Fuck
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Now
Oh,
I feel
sorry.
like you guys are
You
like
guys
all
they can
players.
edit it over there.
We gotta keep it PG-13 or
Oh,
just PG.
PG-13.
We gotta keep it G.
Oh, for G-string?
What?
He says dad's watching the show.
Who's dead?
I don't know. I just heard it, all right?
Oh, you're dead?
Fuck, I don't know anything like...
Stop cursing.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, Marco's dad.
All right. So it was really nice having you, sir. I appreciate you being here, boss. And I look forward to working in the future.
The pleasure's all mine. The pleasure's all mine.
Thank you for coming.